Hey, what up superstars, it's your boy Ibetonme-THE with some more Destiny 2 content. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to craft weapons in Destiny 2 2023 Season of the Wish. There has been changes to the crafting method, so you definitely want to make sure you watch this video. This is going to be real good if you're a new player or if you're a returning player. This is the most comprehensive, up-to-date guide in Destiny 2, so let me know down in the comment section if this did help you out. Also, welcome to the channel. I appreciate the support. Alright, so the first thing you need to know about crafting weapons, you do need to own the Witch Queen DLC that came out last February. So the first place we're going to start is with the crafting material. Now first we have Ascendant Alloy that can be attained from weekly campaign missions in the Throne World and the Witch Queen offensives. Also can be purchased from the Cryptarch or Banshee 44 in the tower. And also you normally could get it from ranking up in the seasonal content. Next we have Enhancement Core, which you could get from deleting legendary gear, some activities, turning in bounties, or purchasing them from the Cryptarch in the tower. You can also get it from dismantling exotics as well. Next is Enhancement Prisms. You could get them from challenging activities such as the Nightfall or from purchasing them from the Cryptarch at the tower. And you can also put certain mods on your ghost, so when you play PvP or PvE, it has a chance to drop some prisms. Now ghost mod will tell you exactly what you need to do to be able to get that prism. And lastly, we have Glimmer, which is the easiest to get. You can obtain that from many sources in the world, such as defeating combatants, looting chests, or completing activities. Alright, so those are the current materials that you're gonna need. Now let's get into how do you get a craftable weapon. Now you can find every craftable weapon by going to your collections tab, then going over to patterns and catalysts, and here you'll see every weapon that you have available for crafting. In every season, Bungie will be adding new craftable weapons into the loot pool, so make sure you come back over here to this tab so you can get some more craftable weapons completed. Now to get a pattern of a craftable weapon, you will need to acquire 3 or 5 of the weapons with deep sight. Now a deep sight weapon will have a red border around it, and it'll also say this weapon pattern can be extracted. Alright, so next, to get progress towards your pattern, the only thing you'll need to do is just come over here and click this button where it says pattern progress collected, and there you go, you have one done. And or you could just delete the weapon and it'll also count as a pattern progress collected. Now you could collect these craftable weapons from seasonal activities, also past seasonal activities, and also raids. So on any of the craftable weapons, it is a random drop to get one with deep sight. However, if you do get a weapon to drop that does not have deep sight, please do not delete it, okay? Because I'm going to show you a way to get around that. That way is by using a deep sight harmonizer. Now with a deep sight harmonizer, it grants deep sight activation to any craftable weapon. Now it can't be used on weapons with deep sights already available on it or completed. But if it doesn't have a deep sight on it, you could add it to it as long as it's a craftable weapon. The only weapons you can't use this on is raid weapons, which require spoiler conquest for their activations. You can find the deep sight harmonizer from the season pass, and there are a total of 6 in there, so when you pay the $9.99 it comes in there. So that's a really big help to help you get your weapon pattern crafted. And on top of that, in the season pass you can find all the materials that you need to craft weapons and much more. But once you complete all the patterns for the weapon that you're trying to craft, only thing you'll need to do is come over here and get your pattern. Alright, so now it's time for us to craft our first weapon. Alright, so you'll just need to go over here to the Savathun Throne World and go over here and go to the Enclave. Alright, so once you're at the Enclave, you need to just come down here and run down these stairs, and that's going to take you to the crafting area so you can craft your first weapon. Alright, so you're going to see 2 options. Shape is to create a new crafted weapon, and then reshape is going to be to modify a existing crafted weapon. So this is a new weapon, so we're going to choose shape. Alright, so now let's go in here and craft the bow that we did all the patterns for, so we could go ahead and shape this weapon. Alright, so when we first come in here, everything that we have right now is just basic. We need to upgrade the weapon, but I'll show you guys how to do that in a little bit. So we're going to have a basic frame intrinsic, a few barrel perks we could choose from, magazine perks, a few traits we could choose from, 2 of them, and then you're gonna have what's called a memento. Now mementos, that will allow us to change the color of our weapons. Now you could get that from like Nightfalls or activities that Bungie has, Trials of Osiris. You could get it from several different ways. Alright, so to go ahead and finalize your weapon, you need to just go ahead and hold down the shape button to create your weapon. and now you've created your first shaped crafted weapon. So as you can see, it has all the perks, the traits, and everything that we put on the weapon. You can even put on your counterbalance mods or any mods that you like. All right, so now let's talk about weapon leveling. Now you will need to level up each weapon. Now as you level up the weapon, it will make the weapon more powerful. So it'll make it more powerful because you'll be able to add better traits and perks to the weapon, and also after level 20 you will actually get more damage to your weapon. Alright, so leveling up is pretty simple. So you could either go into Destiny 2 World and get some kills to level up this weapon, or if you have the materials, you could use this and go ahead and start leveling up your weapons. And when you level up your weapons, now you have the opportunity to go back to the Enclave, reshape your weapon, so we could go ahead and get us some higher perks. Alright, so now it's time to reshape the weapon at the Enclave. So as you can see, now we're able to get better perks and traits on this weapon. Now it will cost more material. The greater you want this weapon to be, the more material is going to cost. And eventually we're going to be able to get enhanced traits, which are the yellow traits, and that's going to cost us more, but it's going to make our weapon super powerful. And don't worry, you can always come back and get better traits as you level up the weapon by getting kills or by getting more material to level it up that way. Now do note, you will not be refunded from your original perks. When you upgrade, you won't get those material back. So hey, be careful not to burn through your materials too fast. Alright, so after you get through, go ahead and finalize your weapon, and guys, you just created your first weapon in Destiny 2 and reshaped your first weapon in Destiny 2. And if you do like Destiny 2 how-to videos, I would suggest you watch this playlist next. Also, don't forget to like and sub. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.